Now, let's move to a slightly deeper technique, that is root cause analysis, or it is known as RCA. Sometime we came up with a great product ideas, but they fail because they are not solving the real problem. They are only addressing symptoms. So that's why the root cause analysis is not about finding a solution. What it is all about, are we solving the right problem? Are we addressing the right problem? Right? So RCA helps us dig deeper. It is a structured method to identify what's really causing a challenge for our customers. Not just what is on the surface, how it works. You trace the issue step by step by repeating asking why until you get to a point where you can't go any deeper. As I shared one example previously as well, but now let's see. The problem is user users aren't completing sign up. Why? The form is too long. Okay. Why the form is too long? We are collecting too much information upfront. Okay, why are we collecting too much information upfront? Because we didn't prioritize field. So here the real problem is prioritization, not the user, not other stuff, right? The prioritization of the field. So by using RCA, you build products that solve real pain points, not just band-aid fix. Now, let's break down a step-by-step process of RCA. This is something which you can apply with your team during early product planning session, even whenever you are launching a new feature to the product. So first of all, define the problem clearly. Be specific. Avoid vague terms like bad experience. Mention what is bad experience. What exactly going wrong. So be specific. Once you have defined the problem, gather data around the problem. You may use customer feedback, analytics data, support tickets, anything that gives real world insight into this issue. Once you gather the data, break down the problem. Deconstruct it into smaller parts. Is it a tech issue? Is it a UX problem? It's a process problem. It's a workflow. Figure that out. So break down the problem so you can pinpoint where the problem is. Once you break down the problem, now identify the potential root cause. Use tools like 5Y, as I discussed in the previous slide. 5Y. There is a tool, fishbone diagram. Keep digging until you reach the underlying issue. Yeah, so 5Y again and again ask. Validate the root cause, right? Don't assume, test your assumptions, talk to users, replace journeys, or A/B testing to confirm your finding. Once you confirm your finding, develop solution ideas. Now that you know the real problem, start brainstorming targeted fixes, and at the end, test and refine. Roll out a small test or MVP, observe, improve, repeat, take feedback, right? So RCA is not just for a problem solving. It is a great way to ensure that product ideas are grounded and solving the real customer pain. That's the basic idea of using RCA. You may have used RCA for many other things whenever you are facing any problem in your software or any escalation. But here you can refine it and figure out what is the need in the product. There are certain benefits. You are doing a lot of efforts. You did brainstorming. You are doing RCA, regarding the problem, right? So what are the benefits using RCA? One is targeted solution. When you know the root cause, you potentially directly address the core need. You are not guessing, you are solving, right? So RCA ensured that the product you develop directly address a fundamental need or problem. Second is efficient use of resources. Building a product is expensive. RCA ensure your time, budget and energy are spent on what really matters, reducing waste and rework. By solving the right problem, resources are used more efficiently, reducing wasted efforts on solutions that don't address the problem. Third is increased customer satisfaction. People don't want features, they want solutions. Doesn't matter how many features you have in your application, people will not buy that until unless it is not solving their problem. When your product really helps them overcome a challenge, they notice. That leads to higher adoption, better reviews, and stronger loyalty, a stronger connect with the customer. In short, RCA makes you smarter, more strategic product thinker, and it sets your team up for success.